Welcome back. Ooh, today we're not going to be doing TA because there's just not much volatility. Because I think that the market participants are all, the market participants are all on holiday, right? They're with their families and they're not in front of their computers, so you're not going to see much volatility for the next few days. So I thought, so we shall do. I mean, we shall continue with Fun Fridays. I did Fun Fridays yesterday. Yesterday, what am I talking about? Last week, and I thought that, okay, let's do Fun Fridays again. So let's get straight to it, right? Utku! Hey, what's up, Utku? Utku has been subscribed to me for 3 months. Hey, welcome back, Utku. Utku says, hey, Skinny, do you do something other than waiting for your nose to get better after radiotherapy? I changed my diet. After chemo, I was breathing perfectly from my nose. But after radio, I go back to the old stuck nose days. Any recommendation? I'm glad you asked. So, in my opinion, Utku, the best thing you can do is to go on a whole food plant-based diet. I'm not so sure if you are still eating any meat, but I would suggest totally eliminating every single meat from your diet. This includes butter, ghee, or yogurt, any sort of dairy, ice cream as well. Gone is gone. You can eat some vegan ice cream, vegan kettle ice cream, but no more normal, ordinary ice cream, right? There's also eggs. No more eggs, no more meat, no more chicken meat, no more red meat, no more fish. None of that. Absolutely none of that. And you will see your health start to improve drastically. And I'm not exactly sure why your nose is really stuck, but I'm really clear, right? So the reason why you might be, so like I was saying, so maybe it could be a diet reason. So it could be a structural reason as well. You could have what do you call that? Deviated septum. I think there are many reasons. So you probably should go and see an ENT, get an MRI, and get it checked out. So yeah. So normally, if I have regular checkups with my doctor every 3 months. I have to do 3 months, 3 months. They have to do 6 months, 6 months. I have to do 1 year, 1 year, then 2 years, 2 years, then 5 years, 5 years, and then that's it for me. And if things are gone, it's very likely it's gone. It's not coming back. And I have to see 2 doctors. One is my oncologist, one would be the ENT as well. So I have to see these 2 doctors regularly. And so far, everything is good, right? It's just that there are certain things, like, for example, chemotherapy wrecks your white blood cells, right? And your red blood cells to some degree, and you will take some time to recover. And as long as you are seeing recovery in the right direction, then there's nothing much to be worried about. Like, for example, right after chemotherapy, right, my white red blood cells were like, for example, a normal person would be a 10, right? But for me, my red white blood cells are like let's just put it at 6, right? It was a 6. So after a few months, it rose to a 7. After a few months, it rose to an 8. So currently, I'm kind of at an 8. So I feel like I'm recovering and moving in the right direction. Even my oncologist was saying, you don't worry about this. You are actually normal. I was like, no, I'm an 8, I'm not a 10. Yeah, there are a lot of people who are also like 7s, and even 6s, which are normal people who have not gotten chemotherapy, and it's like, you're normal. So I was like, yeah, it's not good enough for me. I want to be a 10. But, you just have to pay the price of time and just, health has this. These are what you call the 4 pillars of health, right? You need to get your diet right. You need to sleep right. You need to exercise 1 hour every freaking day, and you need to manage your stress. If you get these 4 right, you're gonna have a good time. You're gonna have a very good time. Okay, so when I say whole food plant-based diet, right, I think you might get a little confused and say, what? Yeah, even I myself, when I first came across, I was like, what? Whole food plant? What in the world is that? So whole food plant-based diet is a diet that is based on whole foods. Okay, let me just see. Okay, these are the people that I would normally go to in the beginning, right? Because now I kind of get the gist of things. But in the beginning, I used to go to these people for dietary recommendations, right? There is in YouTube, right, there's Chef AJ. So Chef AJ is a very, it's a very good person that you should be following.
Hi, everybody.
Her diet videos are all very very informative, right? John McDougall is a legend, absolute legend. With versus what? Yeah, John McDougall is an absolute legend. So you can go to playlist, then you can check out her recipes. Sauce-free recipe. Sauce-free means SOS stands for salt, oil, sugar. They are very bad for you. And I think a little bit is fine. A little bit is fine. You don't have to go to the extreme ends, but a little bit is fine. I mean, that's me. That's my opinion, right? So you need to eat a whole food plant-based diet that is SOS free. Salt, oil, sugar free. That means you don't add oil. Even when I cook right now, I don't cook with oil. It's zero oil. Right? When I saute vegetables, it's just without oil, right? And salt, I do have salt though, just a pinch of salt, and no sugar. So it's sauce free. But sometimes I add other like sauces, SAUCE sauces, and just to give it some flavor. Sometimes I eat curry, so curry will probably have oil in it. So but other times I just don't cook with oil anymore, and you don't really need oil. I get oil from eating avocados, nuts, seeds. So there you go. Right. There is also Fox Over Knives, right? For recipes. You should watch the movie as well, the FOK film. Check it out. It's free. Just go to Fox Over Knives. You can go to, where is the Fox film, right? Fox Over Knives film. Check it out, and you understand what I'm talking about. Whole food plant-based diet. And where is this? You can get meal planners. You can get recipes, all sorts of recipes from Fox Over Knives. So there you go. Right. This is what I would recommend doing though. Maybe you might not understand. Okay, so we go to, where else we go to? We also go to Michael Greger, right? So that you understand your dietary choices. This guy is an absolute legend. He is an OG. So he has this website called Nutrition Facts, right? Not just Michael Greger, there's also Chris Beat Cancer. Right, Chris Beat Cancer is also somebody that I look up to. Right, he's a colon cancer survivor. 18 freaking years, 18 years. So when you hear carnivore and keto proponents, I used to be a hardcore carnivore keto, and that got me into trouble. And if you're doing carnivore and keto right now, you need to stop it. Of course, I can't control you, and it's your choice and all, but you will get into trouble eating a keto carnivore diet. You will. But if you do not want to stop and if you want to continue, just know that eventually, if you were to get into trouble, there's a way out, and the way out is called a whole food plant-based diet, right? So anyway, Chris Beat Cancer, 18 years, his beautiful family, and and you can see all the survivor stories. There's so many cancer survivors on a whole food plant-based diet, 18 years, 40 years. There's a guy who just did a podcast with Rich Roll, right? Running at 100. He's 100 years old, and he got colon cancer when he was 60, and he's immediately switched to a whole food plant-based diet, and he's 100 years old, and he's thriving. He's running marathons, and this guy is he's 100 years old. How many 100 years old do you know who are running marathons, right? There's also another very good, these are what you call my champions, right? She's called Ruth Heydrich. She's a 40 years cancer survivor. She's almost 90 years old. She's almost 90. So Ruth Heydrich is also running marathons. Look at all the medals behind her. So and she had, I think, stage 3 or stage 4 breast cancer. No chemotherapy, no radiotherapy, just switching to a whole food plant-based diet. And she was a patient of where's that guy? She was a patient of, where's this guy? Yeah, I'm not sure. She was a patient of John McDougall. John McDougall was her doctor, and John McDougall put her on a whole food plant-based diet, and she got her cancer. Amazing, right? Amazing stuff. So that's the power of a whole food plant-based whole food plant-based diet, right? So you can see survivor stories, and you can see how, you know, people who made it. But again, there are some people here who would ask you to do some funny stuff like ultraviolet. I don't know what, but you will come across some funny stuff. But again, the core similarity of everybody is who survives really long is a whole food plant-based diet, absolute whole food plant-based diet. So yeah, plant-based diet, whole food plant-based is how you do it. 14 years, right? Stage 4, plant-based diet. It's plant-based diet, see? Kidney cancer, plant-based diet. So whole food plant-based diet is, yeah, what's going to help you? Okay, so okay, again, I'm gonna go very long with this because I'm trying to save a life here. Where's this online draw? So basically, right, if you were to ask me, what is a whole food plant-based diet, right? Whole food plant-based diet, okay, just imagine this is your plate, right? So your plate, half of it should be filled with vegetables, and the other half should be filled with legumes, right? And sorry, the other quarter, sorry, and then a quarter of whole grains. This to me is a very this is what I would consider as a well-balanced whole food plant-based meal. I mean, of course, you can just, you know, go a little bit to the more whole grains. It doesn't matter. You know, even here for the whole grains, it also doesn't really matter. Even for legumes as well, you may eat a little bit more legumes than usual. It doesn't matter, but vegetables should be the main star of your plate, right? So vegetables, sometimes it could be salad, right? And then yeah, it could be legumes or whole grains. Okay, legumes, what I mean by legumes, right? So my kitchen, right, my cupboard in my kitchen is full of legumes, beans, peas, lentils, right? Full of it. Yeah, so you can see I have green mung beans, I have pinto beans, I have split lentils, I have azuki beans, green lentils, soybeans, whole red lentils, black turtle beans, black beans as well. It's not here. Beluga lentil, yeah, black beans, black turtle beans. What else? Black eyed beans, chickpeas, yellow split peas. Okay, I don't have yellow split peas. Speckled kidney beans. Is it different? Yeah, kidney beans. I have kidney beans as well. Red split lentils, whole red lentils. Yeah, so the point is that you'll be eating a lot of beans eventually, right? So yeah, remember? Legumes. So all of these fall under the legumes category. There's also another one called whole grains, right? So I used to eat white rice, but I don't eat white rice anymore. So when I say whole grains, yeah, so here, so you see, so in my kitchen, I have barley, buckwheat, I have corn, but it's the whole corn by itself. Right, I have millet, oats. I eat oats every day for morning. Quinoa. I have brown rice. I have black rice. I have red rice. Right, I eat rye berries, sorghum as well, wheat berries, not just wheat, or it's wheat berries. Yeah, and yeah, rice. So that will be the other quarter, which is the whole grains. And then yeah, obviously vegetables. I don't think I have to show you vegetables, right? You should know what vegetables are. And yeah, so I also do eat nuts and seeds. Usually I will eat yeah, but anyway, as you go along, you will know what questions to ask, right? So basically this is it, right? But the top 3 healthiest nuts are walnuts, pecans, and peanuts. But I also have almonds as well. So I rotate between these 4 nuts and 2 seeds, which is pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds. So this 6 is rotated every day. But I eat nuts every day, and I also eat avocado. So yeah, it's a whole food plant-based diet, and yeah, I'm okay. I'm fine. It's things are good for me. So yeah, if there's anything you ever actually should be starting my other YouTube channel. I have another YouTube channel, Skinny Garlic. What a noob name. Skinny Garlic. Even Skinny Hunter is a noob name. Skinny Garlic. Yeah, it's not there yet. it's a Skinny Garlic. Let me see my channel. That's me. I haven't done anything yet, so yeah, I should be doing. Yeah, but anyway. Hope that answers your question though. So yeah, I've answered you. Utku. Yeah. Hope you can do it. And yeah. Right. Because it says for the recipe, curcuma and pepper against inflammation. You forgot one thing. All for better, but you don't need all. You don't need all. You absolutely do not need all. All is detrimental for your health. It actually is. So okay. I'm gonna say where's this oil? I don't know if it will appear. So Michael Greger. Okay, there's this thing you gotta watch. Michael Greger has a very nice on YouTube, right? Plant-based diet. This guy is my hero. One day I'm gonna meet him. I absolutely am going to meet him because he played a very big part in my in saving my life, I would say. Eh? Where's that? Michael Greger. Okay, there's a How Not to Die. You should check it out. Yes, a lot of doctors looking into this one. Preventing, arresting, and reversing our top 15 killers 6 years ago. So yeah, look for this thumbnail that has a lot of doctors looking down into the, looking at you. Yeah, so look at this. Look for this. Check it out, right? This is something that will help you see how a whole food plant-based diet can reverse so many things. Almost everything is reversible through a whole food plant-based diet, right? Okay, Alzheimer's is preventable. Reversible, I'm not sure about that, but preventable, yes. It lowers your risk. Of course, you can't say 100%. It lowers your risk, right? But yeah, you should go through everything, right? Watch everything. You will learn a lot of this. Watch Michael Greger's How Not to Die, this particular video, and also watch Fox Over Knives, right? Fox Over Knives, they do a whole food plant-based diet as well. And oil is not considered as a whole food. It's processed food, right? A bottle of olive oil will take about, I think, 2,000 to 5,000 olives being pressed to get out to get the oil, right? How many olives to make one bottle of oil, right? And you will see 4 to 5 kilos, right? 5,000 to 8,000 olives. You see that? Do you see that? Yeah, so this is not what you would consider as whole food, right? But again, oil here and there, now and then, should not be any problem if you are a healthy adult, right? Shouldn't be any problem. But if you have like end-stage cardiovascular disease, right, you should be eating zero oil, right? We should make it a habit to not eat so much oil. So yeah. Miguel! Dave says, Skinny, can you please talk more about what you refer to as the downfall of crypto? I'm wondering if this relates to BTC's fifth wave to the upside from 2010, 2021. Okay, let's take a quick look. BTC, USDT, look at 2010 to 2021. No, BTC, USDT. Downfall of crypto came very slowly, right? BTC, USD, Bitstamp. Okay, I think Bitstamp will have more data. Right, look at the 350 target. Scary stuff, right? 2017. Where is it? 2010. Is it here? Talking about 2010. Okay, 2010 will be here. I think 2011 will be good enough. So Blockstream is the culprit that came along to and now we're supposed to be in a very large macro ABC. Correct. We could be in a very large macro ABC. Correct. Right. And like I was saying, there could be a rally that comes on. Right. I don't know how high it's going to go, but this rally, everybody be yay! It's possible, right? I'm not saying for sure Bitcoin is going to collapse. It's possible, right? This could be an A, B, right? We come down for a C. It could be a 5-wave move down as well, right? Which means that if that were to happen, that would very likely be the demise of Bitcoin. Again, there could still be very strong rallies and all, but overall, it's not going to bode well for Bitcoin if we really do drop to that low, right? And yeah, on the weekly, we're already through the skinny pink line. That's already a shooting star. So this is bad. This is very bad. Yeah, so that's why we have targets towards the downside, 9,000 and then 350. Right, a lot of people are going to lose everything if we drop this low, right? So again, I'm not saying it's going to happen. You know, I could be wrong. Like I was saying, if I'm wrong, that's great. We start flying back up. We go to $1 million for a Bitcoin. Great. Everybody's happy. You're happy. I'm happy. We make money. See you in Ibiza. See you in Cancun. See you in what's that? Koh Phangan, right? Full Moon Party. Have you been to Full Moon Party? You should go to Full Moon Party though. You don't go partying when you're like 70 years old. You know, maybe just go and have a look. Full Moon Party. Woohoo! Yeah. So Full Moon Party was very fun. It was very fun. Oh, I saw this guy. Yeah. Anyway, where am I? But anyway, even if things drop as well, the boys and I in Patreon will be having full moon parties as well. So, but anyway, let's get back. I always get sidetracked. Okay. I think the keyword is Blockstream, Reddit, Bitcoin, hijacked. These are the 4 keywords. Hey, is this the one? Please tell me. Public service announcement. BTC had already been hijacked away from peer-to-peer electronic cash by bad actors. Bitcoin Cash continues as peer-to-peer electronic cash, as in Bitcoin white paper by Satoshi Nakamoto. Right? You can ignore this Bitcoin Cash or whatever, but it holds. Bitcoin Cash actually does hold some weight when they make a claim that it continues as peer-to-peer electronic cash. It actually holds water. There are no holes in the bucket. So yeah. Anyway, so you can see how things are collapsing, right? Bitcoin is, like I was saying, and I've said it before, that in Satoshi's Satoshi Nakamoto white paper, right? Right, this is Blockstream's website. Blockstream actually edited some words. Do you know that? They actually did edit the words, but this is actually the unedited version. If I'm not wrong, I could be wrong. I mean, I can't be checking the white paper every day, right? They actually edited something. I forgot what was it that they edited. They edited something. But anyway, it's supposed to be a peer-to-peer electronic cash, right? A purely peer-to-peer version of electronic cash will allow online payments to be sent directly from one party to another without going through a financial institution. Blockstream is trying to introduce Lightning Network. And Lightning Network is, again, I feel is the dumbest thing ever. Absolute dumb thing. Yeah, there are many things wrong with Lightning Network, and it's not going to. It might work in the future, right? I'm not saying it won't work in the end, but Bitcoin is scalable. It is meant to scale on chain, but Blockstream wants to take it off chain so that Blockstream starts getting money out of it, right? And yeah, this is supposed to help people who are in. What's the correct word to say? Okay, I'm just gonna say it, but I don't mean any malice. In poor people, right? Poor people in poor countries, like some parts of Southeast Asia, some parts of Africa. I'm not so sure if South America is, but it could help remove. So the point is that it's supposed to help poor people, right? And Samson Mao, the chief technology officer of Blockstream, said that Bitcoin is not for poor people. When I first saw this for this, right, it blew my mind. It absolutely blew my mind. How can you say such thing like this? Bitcoin isn't for people that live on less than $2 a day. You're imagining someone with your knowledge and background that is poor. What? Wow, can it not be for? It's meant for people who are living for less than $2 a day. It's exactly what it's for. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, Bitcoin is hijacked. Yes, been hijacked. It's gone. It's absolutely gone, right? And to say that Bitcoin is supposed to be a store of value. What store of value? There's no value in storing. That's the dumbest thing ever. It's not for storing. Bitcoin is for spending. Bitcoin gets its value by spending. You have to spend Bitcoin. But how do you spend Bitcoin? You can't spend Bitcoin right now because the fees are so high. And it's not meant to be like that. That's not Satoshi's vision. So, yeah, think about it, right? Think about it. So this is what I meant. This is what I mean. So yeah, the fundamentals is just, I think the charts would show that it takes the public some time to come to realization that possibly, there could be something wrong with, but I don't think so though. You might hear about Bitcoin's problems maybe through a fringe influencer like me, a fringe small-time YouTuber like me. Yeah, but yeah, it's because the information has been suppressed, right? It is suppressed. So RBDC is kind of owned by Bitcoin Cash, right? And you can say anything you want in RBDC. They're not going to censor you, unless of course you cross the line to say things that attack other people and to I don't know, personal attacks, or I don't know, or you doxing somebody, right? But if you go to r/Bitcoin and you say something bad about Bitcoin, immediately you get banned. Immediately, you can't say anything bad about in r/Bitcoin about Bitcoin. You can't say anything about even Lightning networks as well. You and the other person has to, when you open a channel, you pay money, poof, and then both of you have to be online, right? So if one of you is offline, the payments is not going to work. Dumb, right? So and yeah, it's you close the channel and you gotta pay a fee and this like that. Yups. The gist of the thing is that it's just very funny, right? It's very, very funny. But yeah, anyway. So that's why a very good analogy is an engine that's running and sand is being thrown into it. At first, you're not gonna see any collapse, right? But after a while, you throw sand again, you throw sand, and you throw sand, and throw sand, eventually it just doesn't work. And that's what's happening to Bitcoin. That is what's happening to Bitcoin. There are a lot of, the early OGs of Bitcoin that has, stopped, not exactly supporting, but stopped, I don't know, they just stopped being so, being such a big proponent of Bitcoin because they knew that it's already gone and they've already left Bitcoin. So yeah, so I'm very pragmatic. If the price is going up, if we see a very nice squeeze and all, and if things start to break out and all, we are here to make money. I'm here to make money, not to be right. But I'm aware of what's happening behind, and yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if things go really, really bad for Bitcoin, right? I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, but again, we are pragmatic, right? We are ruthlessly patreon.com/SkinnyMoonHunter. We are ruthlessly pragmatic, right? Anyway, I'm going to increase the fees again next year. So yeah, join us. You can join us anytime. Today's the 23rd of December, so I think in 7 days I will probably be increasing it. And yeah, this is to keep up with inflation. Inflation is just crazy. So we're ruthlessly pragmatic. This is what I want to say. Ruthlessly pragmatic. What is pragmatic, right? Pragmatic is dealing with things sensibly, realistically, in a way that's based on practical rather than theoretical considerations, right? So technical analysis will make you into a pragmatist. Right. Okay, where am I? I've diverged so far. Didi says, in most developed countries, rent is like 30%. Oh, okay, this is the video that I said that rental should be 10% of income. In most developed countries, rent is like 30% of the income for the middle class, with few exceptions from the top 5 countries by GDP per person. With 10% in most countries, you probably rent a tent on the street or a garage. In Europe, the average salary is 2,000 to 3,000 euros, more or less on average. Okay, let me just do a quick search, right? Let's verify what you just said. Average salary, Europe. Okay, Europe is also, there's high income and low income, middle income as well. So, okay, you're right. You are right. Ding, ding, ding. The rent goes between 600 to 1,005 for a 2 to 3 room apartment. So tell me it's kind of a dream by your message. I don't think so. Okay, I'm going to assume, because you're talking about most developed countries, Europe. So I'm going to assume that you are in Europe and you are in the developed part of Europe. I'm going to assume that. And in my opinion, 10,000 is the minimum, absolute minimum. And if you are in a developed country, everything is geared towards, what do you call it? Opportunities. Yeah, opportunities are there for you. right? So let me just look at the corruption index of, right, okay, quality of life. I don't know if it exists or not. Map. Oh, it does exist, right? Yeah. So let's look at life quality maps, right? Let's just look at this. I mean, of course, this is not, perfect and all, but I'm just gonna use this. Open image, new tab. Okay, you're in Europe, right? You are in the dark green part, buddy. You are in the dark green part. Okay, this is Europe as well. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Iceland as well. Sorry, Iceland. Oh, okay, Turkey as well. Turkey is also. Everything is geared for you to succeed. I know that's because you're living in Europe and you don't see it. But imagine if you are in somewhere like, let's say, some parts of Africa, right? Right. You don't even have clean water. Even in some parts of Southeast Asia as well, there is no clean water. There's no clean water. But in the whole of Europe, water is drinkable from the tap. It's drinkable from the tap. And you don't realize how fortunate you are to have that privilege. And yeah, if you need any help, again, like I said, it's geared for you to succeed. You have fast internet connection, and you have good healthcare, good public transportation. Right, there are kids who don't even have proper education. In certain parts of the world. Right, I don't know what parts of the world, but okay, I'm just randomly circling. I'm not. But the point is that you're in Europe. You're so fortunate. You can speak English very well. There are a lot of people who can't speak even English, and they will miss out on such a big chunk on information that may help them to succeed, right? So it's all about how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to make 10,000 euros? How bad do you want to make 20,000 euros? How bad do you want it, Didi? So let me just give you a few examples, right? So maybe for me, what I could recommend you, right? Because I believe that you can make it if you want to. It's all about how bad you want it, right? So maybe Didi, maybe a little motivation might help you, right? So in my Instagram, I have some people that I truly follow, which have changed the way I look at making money, right? So there are a lot, but I'm just gonna name a few which I can think of, right? First guy off the list would be Gary Vee, right? So Gary Vee is someone that you should be following. If you have Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or TikTok, you should be following him. There's another guy, right? Alex Hormozy, right? You should be following him as well. He's giving you solid gold advice, right? Gary Vee, Alex Hormozy, and sometimes I listen to people like Eric Thomas, right? He gives me a kick in the butt, and yeah, I vibe with Eric's message, right? Follow him on Instagram, and yeah, very motivating, I would say. There's also another guy. He's the founder of First Form. He makes supplements. Andy Frisella. Andy Frisella is another guy. Yeah. He's something like Eric Thomas as well. Gives a kick in your butt. I also follow some other Instagram accounts like Alpha Motivation Zero, right? Alpha Motivation Zero. Yeah, this is the account. I think they're all the same. There's another one that I follow, which is Psychos Motivation, right? I think it's the same. It's the same person. I suspect it's the same person. So yeah, you can get a lot of good advice from his postings. Very motivating. You should unfollow all of your friends, because there's a saying by again another guy. I like this guy, but he's very aggressive though. Dan Pena, right? He said, "Show me your friends, and I will show you your future." So Didi, you need to unfollow all of your friends, and you need to start following all of these people, right? Your friends are now Gary Vee, Alex Hormozy, Eric Thomas, Andy Frisella, Alpha Motivation Zero, Psychos Motivation. That's another one. Entrepreneurship quote. Instagram, exactly. I think this is the one, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I think this is the one. Yeah. Overthinking is the biggest waste of human energy. Trust yourself, make a decision, and gain more experience. There is no such thing as perfect. You cannot think your way into perfection. Just take action, right? Yeah, sometimes, because it's it's for profit, right? So sometimes you might see people like Finance Felix, paying him money just to advertise. So these are what you call advertisements, right? Even Aaron Sirota, again, this is an advertisement, right? So yeah, you need to be able to discern between. Yeah, but anyway, this is good places to get motivation, right? That I like Dan Pena as well, but it's very aggressive, not for everybody though. So yeah, and he's the guy who said Bitcoin will go to zero. Okay, so yeah, I think you can make it though, Didi. So again, the question is, how bad do you want it? Rera says, why did YouTube kick you out? I can't understand. I can't understand too. Some hint why my supposition. You're too good. I don't, maybe. I want to be good though. Is it? Yes, no? No need to be humble. Say at least yes or no, please. I'm curious. Blessings. Thank you very much. Andre says, good morning. Thanks for the best case TA scenario. Rera says, Thursday I will be 20 minutes from Ibiza with the plane from Barcelona. Vamos a la playa. Oh. Okay, that's a very famous song by Venga Boys. Venga Boys is Netherlands. It's a band from not band, boy band is it, from Netherlands. Oh, we're going to Ibiza. Whoa. Hello. To the island. Whoa. You know the song? Okay, let me just play a bit. I think I can play a bit without getting copyrighted, I hope. If I get copyrighted, I'm just going to remove this part of the song. But this is how it sounds like. You can easily find it. It says... Ibiza sky. Ibiza sky. Whoa. We're going to Ibiza. Whoa. Back to the island. Yeah, so this is a song. We're going to Ibiza. Whoa. To the island. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Crypto Chrono Conlight. What? Okay, this is a scam. Hey, wait. Maybe it's not. You're crypto, but you're talking about property management Tulum. In this, okay, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's not. Anyway, Kev says, is there any seasonality that you can use in TA? Yeah, I can use it in all season. We can make money whether it's bull season, whether it's bearish season, doesn't matter. Comparing to charts at the same time last year. Oh no, we expect things to repeat, but normally it doesn't. It normally doesn't repeat. Yeah, it might repeat, like for example, every halving you would expect Bitcoin to make a new all-time high. That is the expectation that everyone has. So that is why a lot of other traders are telling you to dollar cost average. But what if this time, the fourth time that we have a halving, this is the fourth time, yeah, we've done halving for 3 times already. 2012, 2016, 2020. What if 2024 is not, we're not going to see a new all-time high, right? What if that's not going to happen? What if, right? What if, right? You have to assume that what if it doesn't happen, right? So, yeah. Yeah, no. You're talking about, every summer Bitcoin rises, for the past few summers, you can see it on for yourself whether if it happens or not. But no, it doesn't normally. Do that. So yeah, there you go. Fun Fridays. Hope you guys enjoyed it. A little bit of health, a little bit of motivation, a little bit of some gloomy facts and yeah, some dancing. We're going to Ibiza. All right, guys. See you in the next one. Hope you guys have a great Christmas ahead of you. And yeah, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Ta-da!